Hey, what's going on, everybody? Anthony, welcome. George, welcome. Simon, yes, let's get it. I'm excited about this. I'm glad you guys are here. As always, really big game against Virginia. We had the 8 visitors. Just a reminder, we had 8 visitors, 3 defensive backs, and Jack Brown, Michael Barrett, and Brian Weaver. Disappointed I would not have got the bonus points. I don't get the bonus points because I didn't have the deflections. I only had 1 deflection. I needed 4 from the secondary. And then I needed 2 interceptions, and I didn't have any. So, but we got the yards, offense and defense. Want to hold on a second, make sure we're good to go here. Cool Carter, glad you're here. What's up? Just making sure the stream is good to go on the video here. I'm on the main screen, getting ready to look at our recruiting board. I think we should be good to go. Apologize for a little bit of a delay, but again, we're on the home screen looking at Thad Franklin. Roland, welcome. Glad you're here. Strong safety to make a linebacker. I like that idea. Anytime for things like that, trying to find athletes, find them in different positions. Simon wants 4 commits this week. 6 is the max number. Yeah, we had 8 visitors, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, we're going to scroll through this just a little bit. Seymour was one that visited. Just to recap on his visit, and we're going to advance, so we haven't done that yet. We're trying to pass Alabama. So again, the bonus goals, we're going to get the plus 200, the plus 250, and we beat a conference team, so we'll get all of those for that 550 extra bonus. And we'll keep this thing moving. And Simon, yeah, I see screen frozen. I definitely see it. I was having a little trouble earlier, but I thought I fixed it. We should be good to go. We might just have to pause and kind of restart, but we're good here. We're on Lawrence Seymour. You haven't missed anything. I was just showing you guys that the bonus goals, we're going to get those for him, as well as the other offensive linemen, because we did get the rushing and passing yards last game against Virginia. Anybody that's new to this, welcome. What we do is we'll advance a week, and then we'll start recruiting for the next week before our next game, and that's against Pittsburgh. Our regular season finale, Atari Dukes, that's a big one for us moving forward. But Jack Brown, one of the guys that visited. Borregales, we've got some work to do there. That's going to be tough. That's disappointing because he's already visited. It goes to UMass and Duke, but yeah, we definitely got some work to do there. Oh, and one thing I noticed, and I forgot. Yeah, I'm glad it's moving here. Hopefully we don't have any more issues, but at the bottom of the screen, we do have an upgrade available for our recruiting that we'll use. I need to do that before we advance a week. So that's good news. Michael Barrett, again, a guy that visited. Hopefully we leapfrog Clemson. I want to see what his visit schedule looks like. Okay, he has not scheduled any other visits right now. Again, we are week 13. Week 14, we go at Pittsburgh. Week 15, we have a bye, and we can host recruits on week 15. That's what we're hoping for. Again, Darius Gibson is one of those guys that's coming in week 15, a true hidden gem. just a reminder how good of a prospect he is. Goes plus 11. Really nice player that we got to get, a 6'7" defensive end out of Pinellas Park. We're competing with Auburn for him. I'm hoping more commits come our way so we can get the points knocked off of these guys and we can allot them different places. Andy Turner's the guy I want to put some points to. Hefner's the guy that visited. I want to see how close we are. So he's going to visit Houston. We've got a nice lead. It'd be 82% lock, so I doubt he commits, but it'd be great if he did. He's been high on Miami all season long. Chavez visited as well. Just like so, he does not have any other visits scheduled, so we should leapfrog Alabama. They've not offered. BYU has offered. We should definitely pass. We should jump to the lead with them. We should get. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping there. Brock also visited. I'm hoping for a commitment here out of Brock. George is predicting 3. Simon's hoping for 4 commits. I hope you guys are right. Disappointing. Last week we didn't get those commits. We're trending in the right direction. We definitely need 3 or 4. I agree with you guys because, and I'll show you guys where we're at on the team rankings with recruiting before we jump ahead. Yeah, Gene and Jackson Berry. These 3 defensive linemen are 3 guys that I like. You guys like them too, but we don't have any points allotted to them. We haven't scouted Berry yet, but he looks like a good player. Weaver, we've got to decide if we want to offer him a scholarship. He's been very excited about Miami the whole time, wanted to visit. We're not really recruiting him. Not much going on there. I don't think he's a very good player. But it's a guy we could just bring on if we want to do that. And we do have options. We have 25 as the max for a class, and I don't think we're going to come close to that. Just something to keep in mind. So yeah, so here we go. Here's our commits. I think we're good with all this. I'm going to back out real quick. I'll show you guys where we're at in team rankings. Oh, I forgot Trevor Davis. I kind of skimmed right over him. But yeah, I'm definitely excited about him. We got to get him on the class. I was definitely excited about Hudson, but man, I think Trevor Davis, my excitement for him is growing even larger. So here's where we're at. We're 18th in the country. We only have 7. These other teams are really filling up here. Alabama, of course. All the top teams. No real surprises other than, I guess, Ole Miss jumping in there at number 5. It's good for that program, especially 5-5 season. Good for them. Clemson had that injury to Trevor Lawrence, and it crushed them. Florida State's struggling. Texas is right behind us in the rankings. You guys, just a recap, it goes LSU, Ohio State, Miami, Texas for the top 4. LSU got that big, and then Alabama. Okay, they're just right there at 5, and then Michigan 6. So heavy hitters at the top. That's what you expect every year. Great to see Miami in that mix. It's because of all your guys' help. And I'm excited about the future. So we're going to... Oh, I want to... I apologize. I just want to look at our commits. They're actually considered signings, even though it's not signing day yet. But anyways, those are 7 guys we have committed. And I feel good about them, particularly those first 2. You know, Hammond will be a good prospect to work with for sure. Those top 2, but I think the class has a chance to be really good if we can close in on some of these other guys. So I want to do this. I want to go get that. I'll show you guys that the recruiting skill point. We definitely need to do that. Simon, other teams are filling up and we're still only at 7 players. Class should shoot up. Yeah, definitely. Especially if we get like a guy like Seymour, a 5-star. our coach skill tree. Again, if you're just joining us, welcome. This is definitely a good thing to do if you guys have been excited about the season. So we loaded up on our team stuff at the beginning of the year. Now we're trying to make up for lost ground on recruiting. We have an upgrade available. And we'll go ahead and do that here on the scouting portion. So now we go to 100%. But this is the big thing I'll show you guys. Increase scouting. So it's now at 100% as soon as you hit the 50 points. Before it was 25, then 50, and now we unlocked it 100%. So that'll be great moving forward. But the big thing is now we open up this next tier of upgrades that we can do, these other skills. And if you're thinking about for next year, the opener is a good one to have. Or if you guys have your own dynasty, opener is a good one to have. Start working on that. Increase your points by 500. Get that maxed out. Or if you, and we'll decide how we're going to do for 2021. Or because as you saw, we only gained 3 upgrades, 3 level upgrades throughout the season. So if you think of it that way, maybe we want to do it. Yeah, we'll figure out this. We have a lot to decide for next year. And I'm not worried about this one. I don't like this one. I'd rather go opener or closer. And then moving forward, the kitchen sink's a good one. I'm not worried. Letter of intent, the unlock. Insta commit's just a lot of fun when you get there. But that, anyways. And I have not showed you guys this, but our defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator have not upgraded at all season. But you see with Baker, we're really close to that. And I'll show you which one I want to unlock. I want to unlock this shutdown one to upgrade our secondary. Hopefully, you know what? We might be able to get this for next. If we get our points for Pittsburgh and then move forward for bowl game, ACC title game. That'd be good to have because that's for big games or for games. And then Lashley, we have a ways to go there. But he's a level 14, so that's good. Okay. Yeah, 100% for scouting is huge. Definitely is. And if you get... Whoops. Yeah, we're going to keep the skills. I hope Seymour's going to commit, you guys. George, I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. Okay, I'm ready to advance this. I think we're good there. We didn't really need to do much. A little nervous here. At Pitt, hashtag pound Pitt. I know we need to get that win for what happened a few years ago. I was kind of scouting their team already. Pretty good team. Kind of solid all the way around. A lot of South Florida guys actually on their roster. Guys you guys will recognize. So here we go, getting ready to find out exactly. Oh, this is exciting. I can't believe we're this far into the season already. But this is great. Now, so we got ACC title game. Again, after Pittsburgh, I'm thinking it's going to be Louisville and then bowl game. If we get into the national title game, or we could be blocked out if Ohio State and LSU keep winning. But either way, it'll be a big bowl game. We just have to close these games out. We need all these recruits. Okay, we're getting really close here. And just a little bit about that Virginia game. I was very excited that it went much better. Just kind of get out in front, stay out in front. They got a couple of touchdowns there in that fourth quarter. Okay, that's big. That's big, guys. Because, okay, I don't want to... Okay, here we go. Are you guys... Okay, we got 3 commits. Okay, Alfred Brock, JUCO lineman. That's great. Trevor Davis. I'm very excited about Trevor Davis. I want to go get a jersey shirt of Trevor Davis. Excited about that. I don't know where we're going to play him. But that's great. Nick Hefner, running back, definitely excited about that. Glad they got that. Seymour, we're in a battle. It's probably Alabama. Wilson's ready to visit. A lot of news to get to here. So Barrett only, the 250 wasn't enough because I didn't get those bonus points compared to a guy like an offensive lineman. We did much better on offense with the offensive guys. Okay. Let's see how it looks, though. We got 3 commits. That's a shout out to George for getting that right. And Simon, you always shoot for the stars, so you're always hoping for a big class, but you definitely thought we were going to get a lot of commits too. This is why we moved up. My goodness. We can go grab some more recruiting points here. We're finalists in all these categories. A lot of stuff going on. Coach of the Year finalist. We got some school record stuff. Ranked in the top 5. We did that. We signed a 4. So yeah, this is just from last week. But all this finalist stuff is new news. That's a bunch of points. So we jump right over. We jump right over to coach level 15. So I want to do this. I want to knock this out real quick. Yeah, we get that instant upgrade. Okay, I'll let you guys decide what you want to do with our skill point. I kind of just touched on it. I didn't know we were going to have a choice immediately. But here's the thing. It's either going to be opener or closer. And you got to think about for next year as well. So we're in week 14. We would get an extra 500 points per week. So that's great for us to go after some guys. Or you think about it for next year, weeks 1 through 7. We get the extra points during those weeks. I have an idea where I'd like to go with it. But I'll let you guys decide. These are the top ones to get. And so just thinking about it, so we're about 4,000 points away from getting the next upgrade. We might, you know what? We might have a shot at getting another upgrade this year. And I only say that because of those finalist stuff. If we start getting bonus points on awards, if we win anything, we might be able to grab that as well. So this is going to be our last upgrade, probably, or definitely during the recruiting, at least the first 15 weeks. But anyways, schedule, we don't know yet for next year. And I can set it to somewhat. And it's going to be a lot more fun next year, to be honest with you, because I'll be able to do what I want a little more freely. Obviously, I want to schedule that Alabama game, but the way it works is your conference games are locked in, so I couldn't change those. And I couldn't get all the actual non-conference teams on the schedule the way it works because they already had teams, just the way it works. But anyways, I got Michigan State on there. At least we got them this year. But yeah, I'll make sure we do Alabama at some point. It might not work out week 1 the way the real 2021 season is. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to do here. I'm thinking closer because I want to close out this season on the proper note. I feel like we've got some work to do with recruiting. We didn't get everybody to commit that we wanted. I'm thinking, well, yeah, I guess it's more of, I'm definitely playing the 2021 season, so don't worry about that. I guess it's more in the moment, and this one is for this year. It's kind of hard to do this one. This one's probably the smarter choice to help out with next year. But this one's the closer's in the moment because we're week 14 now. We get some more bonus points there down the stretch. Guys worth looking at, Atari Dukes. All the defensive backs that didn't commit, we'll still be chasing them. Thad Franklin, we can put some more points towards him, although I don't know if it's going to matter. Borgalis, the same thing. Yeah, George, I'm with you. Closer, and then do opener for next year. Simon, you like the closer one too. And Simon, based on the schedule, whenever we have the most of our home games is what you should do for the recruiting points. That's true. That's smart. Maybe we should schedule it that way. Yeah, that's a really good point. Maybe, okay. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, let's do this. I think that's smart to do. And then we'll go ahead and I want to do the shutdown one just real quick to make sure. We could do this one. I'll let you, I guess you guys can decide. Here's what you're getting here. We get one upgrade. So your secondary gains a plus point, a man coverage, 2 for press, and these are during games. Or we could improve our catching ability, so interception ability. We definitely don't get many interceptions, so that could be helpful. And this one essentially helps pursuit and hit power, so that helps with our tackling. Or we have one here for power. That's a defensive line. I'm fine with that. Honestly, I'd rather do the shutdown or the ball burglar. I kind of like the shutdown better just because it's better for coverage. Interceptions, it feels like when they're thrown right at you, we'll be able to get the interceptions. It doesn't happen very often, whereas our man coverage, I feel like we give up a lot of yards, whether man or zone. But this helps our man coverage. I like to go man. And you want the INT one. Okay. Works for me, George. And we still got a ways to go there. Okay, let's get moving here. Yeah, I think it's Gervin Hall. He's been up there on the list. And he only had that one interception against Clemson. And Derek Stingley Jr. for LSU is having a really good year. I think he's got like 6 interceptions. And I honestly would give it to him. But we're up there because Gervin's got a lot of tackles. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. Oh, real quick. Okay, never mind. I thought it was over. I want to see where our class is ranked now. Okay, we only move up a little bit, but we're up to 13. Happy about that. Only 10 commits. Still got work to do. Oh yeah, we still have to go after Seymour. So yeah, closer's definitely a good thing. Down the stretch here, we've got some top level guys. I think that was a smart way to do it. Trying to see other ACC schools. Clemson, Florida State ahead of us, and North Carolina. That's a big one. We can definitely leapfrog them though. Okay. Simon, I definitely you know what? Let's do I'll do something for the next episode, to be honest with you. The next game, at the beginning of the game, I'll go ahead and go through some awards and I'll do something like that. I want to stick to this recruiting stuff right now. But yeah, it's kind of all the basic guys. Brevin's up for the Mackey. I saw that. But anyways, returner, I know Don Chaney's there. Okay, here we go. Okay, so okay, hold on. Yeah, we're just not. But we get the extra 500 points down the stretch here, so that helps. Anyways, okay, so Seymour, we leapfrog Alabama. That's great. And that's a nice little lead. Honestly, I think we'll get Seymour because the thing is, Alabama's most likely not going to be in the national championship game. So you're thinking maybe that could help them, but they're probably going to get blocked out of that. So we should stay out in front there. Florida State, we've got to keep winning. That's our biggest hope, that we can kind of make ground there, if that matters a lot. And Duke's, this is going to be difficult to get because we're losing ground on Penn State and Georgia, even though they've not offered. So they're definitely putting a lot of points towards them. And we've got a ways to go to schedule a visit. Yeah, I don't even think we'll get them in on week 15, to be honest. Yeah, nobody's offered Duke, so I'm a little surprised of how those recruitment's going here. We're just going to have to stay with them and do what we can. Jack Brown, how did we not get a commit from this guy? That's okay. We can, you know what, if you guys want, we can come back and scale back points on him because we've got that big lead. Although, I'm sure he'll visit Nebraska at some point. And we could finish scouting him. Oh. Yeah, sorry. I was reading it and it said scout 25% for 10 points. I didn't understand why it wouldn't be 100%, but it's because there's only 25% left. And so it's not going to cost us the full 50 points. I'll go ahead and do that just to see. Oh, that speed and acceleration is great. We got to get this guy 6'2". Man coverage, zone coverage, everything's good here. Press. Okay, George, but we'll see. But yeah, he's a good player, so I get it. And he hasn't visited, so. Okay, so Borregales. Wait, where are we at here? We're just down by a lot again. At this point, it's just hopeful that our big game's coming up. Maybe jump them there, or Florida State takes a different route, but that's disappointing. We're going to lose out on him. We tried everything. We've had 500 max for a long time. And we beat Florida State. That's when he visited. We didn't kick that 40-yard, 45-yarder, or whatever we needed, but okay. So we jump there. We jump Clemson there, so that's good. Although he's not visited Clemson. They have offered, so that's big, but he's not visited, so we're in a tight battle there because essentially if he visit, could be over for us there. But you see, oh yeah, he visited, so that's why. Yeah, we really needed, man, kind of looking at that, I definitely needed better performance from my secondary for Barrett. We get Brown, we're out in front there, but we might lose out on Barrett because of it. Welcome, Chungus, glad you're here. All right, George. That's one way to do it. So there'll be 2 Borregales. We'll have a late switch. Darius Gibson. We need to go back to prospect overview. So that's going to stay tight. He's visiting Auburn this week, and then we get him for week 15. But again, we don't have a game. We're going to have a tough time getting a bunch of points there. Turner still not close to a visit. We got to go more points on him if we want. Good, really good player. LSU's offered. We're going to need to go more points. I'm going to go up to 200, but we're definitely going to need more for Turner. You know what? We might as well go all 500. Because we've already scouted him. He's good. We're going against LSU. Both have offered. We need to get him to visit. Lakers all day. Yeah, definitely. You know what? And I've thought about that. And the thing is, the big thing about doing this, and it's all been new these last few months about doing streaming, playing these games, these series out for you guys with everything going on. So I definitely am always trying to do a Miami theme with all of these. If I were to do something like that with streaming on Twitch or something like that, I could do this, maybe do a different series, maybe do a different game. Or different games. But I haven't really thought too much about that. There's so much going on, staying busy with work. So, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll definitely think about stuff like that. I'm glad you recommended it. It's nice to hear that there's that potential and interest. Okay, I'm just kind of staring at it. So we get a good jump there from him. We can go more points. I feel like it. I want to go more points on him because look, I'm thinking we're really close to the lock. If we could lock out BYU before he schedules a visit, that might help quite a bit. So I'm going to go to 300. We can go more if you guys want. And essentially, hopefully get that commitment because if Alabama gets involved, they're only 1,300 down. And if they offer and get a visit, we could lose our lead quickly. So, and I'll show you why we like him. Just a reminder, his skills, pass block, run block, impact, those are all really good for a freshman. Acceleration's really high. Anthony, I think you should do a Madden or NBA or FIFA series when we rebuild the team. Yeah, I like those ideas for sure. And FIFA's a lot of fun to play. Football Manager's a lot of fun to do those things with. As far as the simulator, very challenging, but it's a lot of fun. I actually got a Football Manager game from this guy I know in Italy, so that was definitely cool to play that. It's not as popular here, but it's a lot of fun. Anyways, same thing with Darren. You guys see, I almost feel bad. Everyone's dropping off of him. 5-star, everyone knows he's a bust, so nobody's really recruiting him. But I remember, I thought it was a good point. Maybe he's not going to be exactly what you like, but he could be a center. There could be some things in there. He still has good acceleration. Strength is an 80. So while it's not perfect and ideal, it could still be someone to grab in the class. We did offer him. Where are we at on his visit stuff? Close. We could go more here if you guys really are interested in that. We've scouted these guys. Okay, we need to scout Barry. Let's go ahead and do that because he's someone that's, I think, is a good player, and we need to decide. Well, here's the deal. So Minnesota's got a big lead, but they've not offered. Both of us are under. I mean, he's not getting bonus points from anybody. What does he want? So playing time and close to home. Okay. We can go to Oklahoma State, but I don't see them popping up. Simon, bump up points for Williams. Get him back to the class. Okay, we can do that. I'll go 200. Again, we can move him to center. And I like that. We can work with him there. And he might be better than we expect. So we'll work with this guy. This 5-star guy. We got some coaches we can groom him up with. Scott Bowen and Preston. Yep, let's go ahead and do those. I'm excited about that. We can finish these scouting things. This is going to be so big for next year. We're going to be able to scout this. I hated doing that this year where you don't know everything. So his overalls, neither of these guys' overalls are very good. We did Wilson already. Why do we have Tatum in? Who put Tatum on the board here? 6'6". Well, I mean, he's here, so let's go ahead and figure out how good he is. Okay, shout out to whoever saw that because those are all going up. That's good. He jumps up 62 to a 68, so get some good stuff there. And Weaver, let's finish scouting him. Since we let him in on a visit, let's find out if this guy... Okay, that was big. We needed those to go back up to a positive because he was going down, so that's good. Do you guys want to offer Weaver? I feel like to be honest, I feel like we should because we need all the guys in the secondary, even if he's not a huge prospect. What do we got here? Yeah, Anthony, I'm glad you jumped back on the baseball question. I saw it and then I saw you retract it. But yeah, with college baseball over, how do you determine the champions for each conference or the end of the season? Too early to determine that. I don't think the conferences really recognize it. To be honest, some media relations or some media departments recognize all Americans, but I don't think they recognize it. But that's why we're playing the full out 2020 baseball season. Game 1 of the College World Series is going to be tonight. You guys got to lock into that. Jump in on that if you guys haven't yet. That's been a lot of fun. Winding down the season. And if you guys have been paying attention to it, Vanderbilt, just guys, a little sneak peek. Vanderbilt's on our side of the bracket in the College World Series, so that's big news. Okay, but we'll finish this off here. Okay, let's go back up here. We have nearly 1,000 points. Again, 500 is the max each week. We've maxed out all these guys. We could go more on Cliff here. 74 overall. I guess I feel like might as well there. We need O-linemen. Bowen has an offer. I would remove him. Yeah, I did that accidental offer. Yeah, I think everybody's fully scouted. So it's not DTs, it's the DNs here. We can make Wilson a defensive tackle because at the height, weight there. He's fully scouted. Tatum we just did. Another 6'6" guy. So we're getting some good size guys in here. Preston 100%. We'll just look, everyone's 100%. Yeah, we might as well do Barry and figure out what we're going to do with him. Good player. We should offer him. And I'm okay with putting a bunch of points. Again, we'll just look real quick on his. He doesn't have any offers. Low lock percent, so I feel like we can make up the ground if we can go 500 on him. Here's what he looks like. Real quick though, he's a junior college guy. 6'6", 245. Acceleration is good off the edge. That'll be good. The block shedding is good. Tackling could be a little bit better, but that's pretty good too. I'm okay with going 500 on him, to be honest. Let me know if you guys don't want to do that. That'll max it out, but we can definitely go more points on these guys. We don't have to go all on Williams. You know what? We don't need to go all on Williams. I'm okay with doing some points, but everyone else is dropping off on him, so we have some points to mess with here. Why are we only getting 120? That is so crushing. But if Oklahoma or Oklahoma State don't jump in, we're in the same boat as everybody else. Give points to Tatum. Wilson wants to visit, make it 15. Oh, that was a good eye. I didn't even... You know what? Who is he the only one that wants to visit? That was a good catch. I had forgotten that somebody wants to visit. He's our only one. Yeah, Andy, you know what? We should offer him a scholarship. If we're going to have him visit. And we'll schedule the visit as well. George, I'm glad you recognize that. Yeah, as Williams, we can look real quick. So this will be week 14. And yeah, we'd like to schedule visits. We need to think about that. You think we could cross this bar to get a visit? Are there anyone else that's close? And you know what? I cannot remember how visits and how recruiting works after the season is over. For example, with Dukes, let's go look at him. Yeah, if you guys, I just can't remember. Each game's a little bit different each year. I cannot remember how it works. Like, for example, Dukes is not going to schedule a visit. We're too far away, most likely, to jump that bar. So Turner's another one. Again, I pushed the points forward because I feel like we definitely got to get him. That's a really good rating, a 79. And Chavez is one. You know what? I'm okay with... I'm going to take a little points off him. Yeah, Barry, we're not close, but again, we're now putting points on him, and we offered him. Remove Bowen. What's the reason with Bowen compared to Tatum? Tatum with a little bit more speed. So Tatum, it looks like we're able to... I don't know. I'm fine either way. Size, height, weight, yeah. That 6'6" is impressive. I mean, the only thing is we don't need to remove guys off the board. It's hard to... I mean, I'll just leave them on there. We're not putting any points towards them. I would like to put some points on Gene and Jackson here. They both want playing time and we can't offer it. So it might be a little difficult. Okay, Dukes is at 50% scouting. Yeah, I guess the thinking is I felt like we're already all in on Dukes. And what we've already got back is really good. That catching is really impressive. I don't mind scouting him. I just thought more points. Okay, Daquan, off-season. Oh, okay, glad you're here, Daquan. I didn't see you earlier. If you just jumped on, I'm glad you're here. Off-season is hard to get, guys, because the more points you can put a player to team. Got it. That makes sense. Yeah, George, that's good. I like that idea. Oh, what'd we decide on Weaver? Are we going to offer this guy? It's not really a rush. We did get him to visit. We got a big lead. We really... I'm okay with offering him. It's going to take us 50 points though to offer him. Yeah, Brown was the one I was thinking about too. Just for some more points. We've got a huge lead. It's not that we don't want him. It just feels like we don't need... Where is his percent lock? So we could push that over. Yeah, if we go to 400, we probably don't even need 400 to be honest. Just to get a commitment from him. I'm going to go ahead and offer Weaver. And it's because we need some depth there at that position. And I'll give him some points here. Yeah. You guys know the names. I mean, it's Bubba Bull. It's 4 guys. Bubba Bolden. I take that back. Yeah, Bubba Bolden, Amari Carter, Gervin Hall, Keyshawn Washington, and Keontra Smith. So there's 5 guys. And essentially they'll all be back. The only thing is, I guess Gervin Hall could leave if he's a finalist for the Thorpe Award. I mean, yeah, that's crazy to think. I haven't even thought about all those finalists. I mean, it's great they're having good years, but yeah, I guess the only thing will be some of them don't have high ratings. Like, I think Gervin's only like an 80, 79 or something like that. So... And to be honest, it feels like it's like 60. But yeah, maybe it's 70. I'd have to count that up. It definitely doesn't feel like a lot. I'll have to check that out. That's a good number to know moving forward. And you know what? Maybe it is close to 70 because we actually have the walk-on defensive tackles on it. So yeah, maybe it is closer to 70. It's definitely a lot less on the simulations that I've been doing. I haven't done one lately. Hopefully you guys like that high school one I did at the Northwestern Miami Central game. Okay, I'm ready to wrap this up. Kind of poking around here, but yeah, if there's last call on decisions to make. What we should do here. Bring Williams down to 175 so you have more points. We have a large lead. We have a large lead. The thinking, I think George is thinking, is we want to get him in on a visit for week 15. So we're trying to push it up further to get across that bar. So for week 14, and then we're able to schedule a visit because we have to cross that bar. So I don't want to go down on him too much. I'd hate to come up short. I'd rather go ahead and schedule a visit with him. Same way with all the guys. I think he's the biggest one that we're even close with. Turner's another one, and hopefully we get him to visit. Yeah, and then, yeah, we're not close on Dukes. So it's just Turner. Hopefully we get a visit from Turner and Williams. Yeah, Simon. That's how it goes sometimes. I didn't realize you're a Rocket. I'm glad you dropped in on that, though. Let us know about that. That's good. Okay, look for a kicker. Let's just do that. It's not something we've been on this board every now and again. We'll jump over here, but man, we've not looked for a kicker. We can go Massey there. Man, he's got a high rating. I'm good with either of these two guys. We can grab either one of them. I would take either one of them. Yeah, might as well not even mess with. Let's see what their recruiting is like. So nobody's offered. Colorado hasn't done much with them. Yeah, either one. Same kind of boat, similar deficit. He's got bigger schools. Alfred does. Yeah, I guess I'd rather go after Massey. Oh yeah. Our recruiting board, that only puts us at 30. We still have 5 extra spots. Since we're here. You know what? I want to add him back. Just because it's like, we did make a lot of... Well, hold on. That's not what I wanted to do. I was saying, Amos, Roland, happy birthday, man. I'm excited. That's awesome. I'm glad you jumped in on here. Hopefully you have a good day. I know it's tough to plan things during this time, but hopefully you're able to do something a little bit different than every other day. I'm glad you're here, man. That's awesome. You jumped in. Or maybe you've been lurking this whole time and wanted to jump in. But yeah, I'm glad you're here. Either way. I want to look at Amos because... yeah, let's go ahead and add him back. We were recruiting him. He wasn't overly impressive. That's why we dropped him. But I guess my thinking is we have made some progress. And this late in the game, we might as well. And we've got spots. And we actually have more spots than that. I can take the guys off that have committed. They're just sitting on the bottom of the board. Athlete Johnson. Got add him back if you want. I just feel like we're down by a bunch. And he's at his high lock percent. Six two, 225. He said he's a quarterback. That'd be great if he's like a really athletic linebacker. But his speed's a B. His power moves, finesse moves, so he's definitely an offensive guy. Catching. Okay, we added Brandon into the board. You're right. It is, just thinking about him because it felt like we dropped him a while ago. And he's just been sitting there with West Virginia. I was honestly surprised he didn't commit to them. But yeah, without an offer. And we can go ahead and offer him. See if there's anybody else kind of just hanging around like that. Talented guys, no offer. You know what? Let's do it like this. Let's just... man, that's awesome. Trevor Davis committed. Really excited about that. Need to get that jersey shirt. Get some Trevor Davis swag. Yeah, George, I know. Can't commit without an offer. I know. It just felt, I don't know what they're waiting on. And again, we've not looked at them for a while. What's up with this guy? I want to add this guy. He likes Miami. I like that he's 6'1", 190. A decent low, it has a low lock percent at this point in the game. No, Anthony, you're all good. You can ask questions for sure, man. That's why you're here. Yeah, I'm glad you're asking questions. We're all in this together. Bell was the guy on our board and we dropped. Yeah, there's no sense doing that. Already has offers. Palmer was one. I don't like that side. Yeah, he has offers too. Not a huge fan of the size. Yeah, I think this guy's it'd be a little bit shocking if he was a hidden gem. There's nothing jumping out. I mean, this is 40 times low. Okay, I'm kind of good here. Let's go back and let's go. Okay, you want to look at safety? I just want to go back. Now we got to scout these guys. Sarasota. Again, Auburn offer. Wants to stay home though. 68% lock. A little worried about that. I would go sap if we want to. Yeah, Anthony, I'm not quite sure why McLaughlin. We kind of struggled a little bit out of the gate with recruiting, and it just seemed like we lost out on some of our prospects early on. Add Mitchell, yeah. And we can come back. Okay. Nice, Phil. That's where Romeo Finley's from. That's interesting. Interesting to see who's leading for James Williams in the game. Okay, I think we're good here. Yeah, definitely. I agree, Simon. Let's scout some of these guys. We got to take points off, though. Definitely want Brown, but that's a way to get some points. We don't need to scout the kickers. I don't want to scout him. Brandon Johnson. Yeah, we did. Brandon, we need to offer him a scholarship. And we need to put some points on Brandon since we added him. We can start with the offer. $300 for Barry. Okay. Again, we offered him. Minnesota has not. So hopefully we can jump there. Offer Johnson. Definitely have to offer him. That was the whole point of adding him back. Whoops. So Little, we gotta scout him first. 6'1", 190. Speed's really good. I like that. Zone coverage. Maybe he's more of a safety. Tackle's not good though. Whoops. What are we doing here? And same with Mitchell. So speed's good there. Coverage is terrible though. And then do we want to scout? Yeah, I guess we should scout Johnson. I mean, George, we're running out of points here. If we offer, I feel like we just offer one of these kickers. I mean, we can, if we offer them, I mean, it's 50 points each. And then if we do, we got to go points on Johnson here. Man, I wish that speed would have been really good. But anyways, do we want to scout Johnson or are we just already committed to taking him? Okay, so he's not a quarterback. His throw powers are bad. I think he is I see the receiver at 77 on catching. 89 speed. That's not great for, I mean, it's fine. So here's the thinking. Massey wants to stay home. Colorado's his top school. They have an offer. Alfred's from Wisconsin. Wisconsin's not even on the board here, but he's got bigger name schools. I guess I'd rather just go with Massey. I guess you just hope for he doesn't get that offer. And George wants to offer. George is our kicking expert, so we're going to do that. So we still have some points here. I guess those are the only guys we offered. Or those are the only guys we needed to scout. We could scout Amos. Yeah, let's go ahead and scout him and figure out what we're doing here. And his ratings are coming back pretty good. Again, 6'1", 211. Route running. Might be like a fullback type. Zone coverage is low. Man coverage. So he'd be an offensive player. Yeah, maybe like a fullback type. Really good speed though. We'll go. Oh, we don't have any. We'll go a few points. Yeah, he's probably a ready back. I mean, 91 speed is good. That's faster than. I mean, that's what Cheney is on the game. He's a 91 speed. Yeah, I'm glad you and George. And I am looking at your guys' comments. I'm also looking at the board here. But yeah, keep the comments coming. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Grab the wrong one. I'm just moving them. Okay. That's why. I'm just moving them up the board, just kind of sorting by points a little bit. Yeah, next class, I definitely want a big time running back. And I'll get it. You know, you saw the running game improve as the year went on. I think we'd have had a chance at Franklin. Certainly a better chance. We just got off to that bad start with it. And just with, man, yeah, I keep grabbing the wrong. It's like a little delay here. And we'll definitely need a running back with Burns. And then Harris moving on. Yeah, I'm just scooting these guys up, but I think we're going to wrap this up. If you're seeing something that you definitely want to do, you can always comment on the video after it replays, because I'm not advancing it, or we can come back next week. If there's anything we want to clean up, we can do that beforehand. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Definitely appreciate everybody coming on board here. But yeah, we'll go ahead. Like I said, you can drop in the comments after it replay, or when it replays, on the actual comments of the YouTube video, because the stream will go down. But yeah, take points off Mitchell, but definitely Simon, George, Anthony, glad everybody showed up. Daquan, glad you were here. I know we had some newcomers on the board. That was great to see as well. Glad you guys were here. It's a lot of fun. We'll keep this thing going. Again, once again, happy birthday to Roland. Glad he stopped by.